All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Um, we have this article here. As of late, due to this whole coronavirus thing, they've been implementing more and more measures. All right, taking us closer and closer to a militarized state, a police state, whatever you want to call it. But I just wanted to address this because what it's going to affect also is, or usher in, all right, is that famine of the word, which we're very rapidly approaching. All right, because keep in mind that the Most High is only going to have us here so long as the doors of mercy are open. But when these prophecies really start popping off fully, we're not going to be here prophesying onto you while they're happening. Okay? When they make that mark of the beast mandatory, that RFID microchip, man, you gonna be stuck with what you got, man. All right. The scriptures talk about the five wise virgins and the five foolish virgins. I'm gonna hold that on deck. Five wise. All right, Matthew 25. All right, so let me read this real quick. It says Governor Tony Evers orders statewide ban of all public gatherings of 10 or more, which number one, they could reduce that number, and number two, soon it's gonna start happening in more than one state. All right, and what it really, when we go out there and congregate, is technically a gathering. Okay, so they can easily put that under here. All right, and implement strict measures and means. All right, because when they put that lockdown, they're gonna have police out there saying, "Why are you out here?" You know, what are you doing? What's your proof? Are you going to? Is it an emergency? Are you going to work? Are you going to a grocery store? Did you run out of food? You know, it says Madison, Governor Tony Evers has ordered a ban on all public gatherings of 10 people or more statewide due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Well, you might say, oh well, then it's not, some camps don't even have 10 people. We might have 5 people, 4 people. But guess what? Listen to what else they said. It says the directive builds on a previous order from the governor's office to limit all public gatherings to 50 people or fewer in Wisconsin. See, now they lowered it to 10. It will begin at 5 p.m. Tuesday, hours after that edict was released. The majority of Milwaukee County municipalities late Monday night opted to close all restaurants, bars, except for carry-out and delivery services. Now that change is poised to sweep across the entire state. It says the new order makes exceptions for transportation, educational institutions, childcare, hotels, military, law enforcement, food pantries, hospitals, long-term care facilities, restaurants, and bars that can only offer takeout or delivery, grocery stores and convenience stores, utility facilities, job centers, and courts. So anything that's non-essential is basically out of the question. Evers says the new order will be enforced by police. See? Failure to comply with a health order may carry a $250 fine and or imprisonment for 30 days. All right? They specifically put and or. So they can fine you $250 and then put you in jail or put you in prison for 30 days. All right? If you're found in a group of more than 10 within close proximity. All right? And it says what? It will be enforced by police. So it's getting to the point where the Lord is going to have us, he's not going to have us out there, man. He's not going to have us on them highways and byways prophesying anymore onto you. And that'll be that final call. And guess what? They're going to take our videos off. All right? They're going to take our videos off, man. It says our top priority at this time is to keep Wisconsinites safe and healthy by reducing the spread of COVID-19, especially for those who are considered high risk. With limited tests available nationwide and continued community spread, We have to take every precaution to protect ourselves, our families, and our neighbors. And they're saying that you got to be what 6 feet or so apart. So the reader is 6 feet apart from the speaker, who's 6 feet apart from the other reader, who's 6 feet apart from the brother holding the camera. Like oh man, it says um said said Governor Evers, I know what this means for our small business owners and the struggles they and their workers will face in the coming weeks. But we are committing to working with our federal partners, state officials, and stakeholders to ensure we are doing everything we can to assist during these uncertain times. All right, but we're certain of what they're doing. Okay, and this is all a part of their plan, man. So now let's get a couple of precepts, all right, dealing with this, because one way or another, this will happen, all right. And when the demand of questions is at its peak, the supply will be no more. You won't have any answers, man, or any true answers. This is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right. Now, people don't consider the words of the Lord to be of any essence at the moment. All right. But as these prophecies unfold and times get scarier and more uncertain, and more questions arise, and less answers are given, and it gets more chaotic, people will seek the men of the Lord. All right. People will seek protection. They will seek safety, and they will seek answers. And they will remember that we were telling them about all this. Okay. But the Lord is going to bring that famine, all right, where you're not going to get the abundance of this truth like you do now. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Okay? So the Lord said you're going to search and search and search. You can search every engine, every browser, every street corner, but you're not going to find this word, man. Because who did he put this word in? His prophets, Amos 3 and 7. All right. And he's going to have us not out there anymore. Where you can access us, you will not find us. All right. So good luck, man. All right, moving on. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. And this is the time that we're coming into, man. Ezekiel 3 and 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb. Now, if you press your tongue against the top part of your mouth, like you can't speak. All right. So the Lord is now. He's not literally gonna do this to us because we got to eat. All right, and we're still gonna be able to talk. But this is representing us not being able to what? Let's keep reading. And shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. How do we reprove them? By these words, by the scriptures, by breaking it down. Okay? So if we're not able to, if the Lord is saying He is not going to let us speak unto them and reprove them, that means that doors of mercy are closed, man. All right, the Lord isn't taking any more. Okay? And we're very, very close to that time, man. And it's going to come upon these people just like that. Okay? And the Lord sees you in one category. All right? If you're not of the elect, you're in one. It's not about, I know I'm an Israelite, maybe I could get some slack, or I know this. No. You either have it, the truth, you're either part of the elect or you're not. All right? Proverbs 1 and 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Okay? So when all hell is breaking loose, man, that's when everybody's going to want to get religious. Now I want to get to know God. Because in people's subconscious mind, they know that the end days are coming. They know that they've heard about the last days, the end days, the apocalypse, all hell breaking loose. But it's one of those things that's far away in their mind. They don't even want to open that door. All right. But where did that concept, where did that talk come from? It came from the scriptures. So they're gonna seek answers. All right, these people were saying it, man. They must know something, man. Like you always talking about God and the Bible and stuff. Like, so what's going on? Like, how are we gonna be good? You so calm. Like, what's going on? Like, but guess what? The Lord said, what? He's not gonna answer. You could call Jesus, Allah, God, all that. You can even call on Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. But if you're not of the elect, they will not answer you. Okay? Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. And if you didn't choose the fear of the Lord, why will the Lord answer you when you call upon him? You can't say he's not fair. We've been out here for years, you know. It says they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. And the Lord's counsel was to counsel you into righteousness that you could escape, all right, these dangers that are coming, these perils. But when you had the chance to, you didn't want it. So now that you want it, you're not going to have the chance to. It's as simple as that. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. All right. So you're hard-headed, you're stiff-necked, your ignorant ways. You're gonna reap what you sow. All right. You wanted to enjoy life. Let me live life while I got it. YOLO. Okay. Well, you're gonna die dolo. All right. It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So when you have this chance, you just walk by, act like, oh, da da da, I don't hear what's going on. Guess what? That's going to be to your destruction, man, because you've been marked. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and be quiet from fear of evil. So if you hearken unto the Lord, you have nothing to worry about, man. All right, you did what you had to do. That's it. Okay, but the times are coming where it works just like supply and demand. When there's a low supply, the demand is high. All right, and that's what's coming very soon, man. Especially with answers. All right, Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places. And what better place than the land of confusion, Babylon, all right, which we're in today, known as America. And the fire shall be oft sent out again, and wild beasts shall change their places. All right, them zoo animals and them forest animals and them bears and coyotes and all that, man, they're gonna start coming up into these cities. They're gonna start coming up into these streets, and they're gonna start tearing up, man. All right, them pit bulls and wild animals people be having, man. They wait till it's lunchtime and there's no food for your pit bull, man. It says, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, and salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all things shall and all friends shall destroy one another. So where you go to gain to pleasure is going to be turned bitter. It's going to be turned opposite. All friends shall destroy one another. Why? Because of desperation. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. What's that? That's that famine of the word. Because where is the understanding and wit right now? All right, it's the Lord has put it within us, the prophets. All right, and people receive it by us going out there and speaking these words of the Lord onto them. But we're not going to be speaking anymore, and the platform which we mainly use is this internet. The Lord's going to take that down, man, because he brought it up for our sakes, and he's going to take it away once its purpose has been served. It says, verse 10, and shall be sought of many. That's when the search engines are going to have Israelite this, GMS this, Bible this, this, that. Nope, can't find any. A martial law this, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. At that time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. So this is what's coming, man. Okay? You're going to pray and pray and pray and hope and cry your eyes out, but the Lord isn't going to answer you. Rightfully so. Because he had us out there crying onto you and prophesying day in and day out. You didn't answer. You didn't care. So you reap what you sow, man. All right, so I'll finish it off with this precept here. This is Matthew 25. I'll start at verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. All right, and those virgins really represent us now. Okay, and it's gonna show the differentiation. Verse 2, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. And they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. And that oil represents this true doctrine, the truth, the 100% truth. All right. So you can know you're an Israelite. You can wake up to that fact. But if you don't have the truth, man, that'll keep your fire going, then you will be a foolish virgin. All right. You want to talk about the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip. There's no such thing as Jacob's trouble. John the Baptist was not a man of the Lord. All these different things. Guess what? You don't have the oil. All right. You might know you're an Israelite, but you don't have the oil. It says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. So we all doing what we got to do right now. People are scoffing. People are making mockery. People are making jokes. And the men of the Lord, we're doing what we got to do. All right. We're laboring, all right, in this truth. So we're all doing something. It says, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. So everybody's ready. Oh, all right, cool. Yo, oh, shit. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. What do we do? What's going on? But I thought you said you had the truth. I thought you knew what was going on. You know? We don't know what to, like, what do we do? Wait, is this what were you saying about this verse, and what does this mean? And but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. So that's the answer people are gonna get in that day, man. All right, the Lord is gonna put a cold spirit on us, man, to where if you're not exempt, you're not gaining anything. All right, no answers, none of that. We're not gonna have time to sit down and break down Revelation 13 to you and break down what is the scripture. No, the Lord said, "Be as pilgrims upon the earth." All right, we might have to be on the move because of how bad and chaotic it's gonna get. Okay, and what's gonna keep us calm, pursuant to Isaiah 33:6, is the wisdom and knowledge of this truth, the true oil. Which is why a lot of these other people, whether you an Israelite, whether you know you an Israelite or not, are gonna bug out because they don't have that true oil. Thus, they're not gonna be stable, and they're gonna want to be around men that are stable. But for the most part of you, if you're not of the elect of the Lord's chosen, you're not gonna make it. All right. So I'm gonna end it here. Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.